Hello guys, welcome to another trading strategy. So in today's strategy, I'm going to teach you guys how you can scalp volatility indices. Okay, so the strategy works on all the big indices, and the strategy is very simple and straightforward strategy. Okay, so this strategy right here, if you have a $5 account, so with this strategy you can able to turn your $5 into $50 if you know what you are doing with the strategy. Okay, so that's the sweet part about the strategy. And if you have a $10 account using this strategy alone, you can turn your $10 into $100 if you know what you are doing and you are using this strategy. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how you can use this strategy, and I'm going to show you guys how to use this strategy effectively. I'm going to show you guys that, and I'm also going to show you guys the settings for the strategy. I'm also going to show you guys that, and also I'm going to show you guys where you are going to set your take profit and where you are going to set your stop loss by using this strategy. Okay, because this stop loss right here is very important as a trader, so that you won't, in a single trade, you won't wipe all your capital. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification and type posting strategy. You guys will be aware. Okay, so now first thing you want to do is just to explain how you can use the strategy before we dive into the settings of the strategy. Okay, because using a strategy, you have to understand how to use that strategy before you dive into how you dive into the settings of the strategy. If you don't know how to use a strategy, there's no way you are going to be using it if you even know the settings of the strategy. Okay, so and the use strategy is very simple. To use strategy is very simple and very straightforward. Now the zoom level for the strategy is just that when you zoom out completely, just zoom in once, and then you are good with the strategy. Okay, don't use any zoom level except this zoom level when you're using strategy, because if you zoom out, you are going to be seeing a lot of fake out trade. Okay, so that's why you have to work on this zoom level. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, whenever you want to take a trade with the strategy, let's say you want to go for a buy with this strategy, and the first thing you want to make sure that you see is, you want to make sure that you see a touches around this level right here. Now forget to add one thing to the strategy, so let me quickly add it up. So we are going to be changing the going to be adding more levels on our RSI. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so when you want to use this strategy, and the first thing you want to make sure that you do is, you want to wait for this envelope line to come to 15 or the 10 levels of the RSI. Okay, so it has to come to this 15 or the 10 levels of the RSI. Now when you come over there, then the next thing you want to see is, sorry guys, let me reduce this a little bit. Okay, so now the first thing you want to do, just to wait for the line to come to the 15 levels of the RSI. So when you come to the 15 levels of the RSI, then you also want to see the oscillator come to the 15 levels as well. It has to come to the 15 levels. Now when it comes to the 15 levels, then the next thing you have to do is to wait for it, for the oscillator to change in momentum. It has to change from this red to green. Okay, when it change from red to green, that signifies that the price want to shift in price, which means that you want to shift to a buy. Okay, so once you know that for sure, then the next thing you have to do is, you want to wait for the crosses. Okay, so you can see something right here. You can see where it crossed. This way it crossed right here. So sorry guys, so this way cross, it has to cross the envelope has to cross above the moving average. It has to cross above the moving average, which you can see clearly right here. When you cross above the when the envelope cross above the moving average, then the next thing you have to do is to look into your main chart. Now, what you want to see in your main chart is that you want to see the price move above the moving average in your chart, which you can see it clearly right here. The price move above the moving average. Once you move above the moving average, then the next thing you have to do is go for your buy. Now remember, your stop loss should always be below where the price, and your stop loss should always be at the nearest support or the resistance area. That's where your take profit should always be. Let's say you enter your trade right at this area. Let's say you enter this trade at this area. Now your stop loss should be below this area. That's where your stop loss should be. You enter right here, your stop loss right here. Sorry guys, so your stop loss should be right here, and your take profit will just be right at this area. So as simple as that, guys. So as simple as that, you use this strategy to take trades. Okay, so that is for a buy. Now let me show you guys a sell trade. Okay, so let me show you guys a sell trade when you are using this strategy. Okay, now this is a sell trade right here. Now the first thing I told you guys, the first thing we want to see is want to wait for the line to come to the either the 15 levels or the 10 levels of the we want to wait for the line to come to the 85 90 levels of the RSI. Okay, so this is an oversold level. Now when it comes to the 90 or 85 levels, then we want to wait for the oscillator to change from green to red. So when it changes from green to red, then the next thing you are to see is the line cross each other, which you can clearly see right here. So you have to cross each other. Now when you cross each other, then the next thing you are waiting for is, see, everything happens right here. The cross happens, then the next thing you have to see is just to look into your main chart. Now what do you want to see in your main chart is the price move below the moving average. As the price move below the moving average, you enter your trades. Okay, so once you enter a trade, now let's say you enter a trade right at this area, then your stop loss should always be above. Okay, stop loss should always be above, and your take profit should always be the nearest support area or the nearest resistance area. So as simple as that, guys. Now remember, when you're using strategy, don't be greedy when using this strategy. Okay, so that's how you use strategy to take a buy and a sell trade. So I don't want this video to be long, so I'll quickly show you guys settings of the strategy. What you have to do just to set everything up, and then make sure you go into your chart and backtest the strategy on your demo account. Then once you understand strategy better on your demo account, then you can just go straight into your live account. Now to add the indicator up, go to this icon you are seeing at the top. Now when you click on the icon, now the first thing you have to do is just click on the main chart F plus, and when you click on it, then you scroll down, which we are going to be adding our moving average up. Okay, so click on the F icon, search for your moving average, which is right here. Now click on the moving average, and this is the properties of the moving average. Now the period is 11, the shift is 1, the method is exponential, apply to close, and the levels is none. The time frame is all time frame. Now the style, use any color of your choice, and click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have your moving average in your chart. Okay, now to the next indicator, we click on the new window F plus, we scroll down and search for our RSI. Now click on the RSI, and this is the properties for the RSI. And the parameter says the period is 5, apply to low. Now the levels, we need the 90, 10, 15, and the 85 levels. Of course, use any color of your choice. Now make sure your RSI style should be as your background color. Okay, should be as your background color. Now click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have your RSI in your chart. Now remember, if you add the RSI up, it is automatically going to be in your indicator window 1. Now the next indicator we are going to be adding this will be the indicator window 1. Now click on the indicator window 1 F plus to add another indicator. When you click on this, scroll down, search for your envelope line, and this is it right here. Now click on the envelope line, and for the period, with parameters, the period is 11, shift is 1, the deviation is 0.01, method is simple, apply to close, and the level is none, the time frame is none. For the style, use any color of your choice. Now click on save. Once you do that, and you are going to have your envelope in your chart. Now to the next indicator, click on the indicator with 1 F plus, scroll down for your moving average, scroll down and search for your moving average. Okay, so when you scroll down and search for your moving average, click on it, and there's the parameters. The period is 1, 11, shift is 1, the deviation is exponential, apply to previous indicators data. Now decide use any color of your choice. Click on save. Once you do that, okay, and you're going to have your moving average in your chart. Now to the last but not the least indicator, click on the indicator with 1 plus, scroll down, search for your awesome oscillator and click on it. And I just have to set it as default. Then click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have everything, because you have all the settings on your chart. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also post notification entire posting strategy. You guys will be aware. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.